Hi, I'm Gary White for Central Kentucky Television. I'm at the Nelson County Extension Office, and I'm here with Dana Parrott. And today we're going to make Italian chicken summer squash skillet.
Say that 5 times fast. That's right.
After you say it, you're hungry.
That's right. That's exactly right. This is actually one of our brand new recipe cards. We just got it in last week.
Okay.
And I just thought it sounded wonderful and it's easy to make. So
absolutely.
It's perfect
Has
timing.
chicken, which I like, Italian food I like.
That's right.
And summer squash, I guess it's the time of year for that, right?
June through October is its season here in Kentucky. And this summer squash that we're using was actually donated by one of our farmers market vendors.
Super.
And so he came in and he said, I've got some squash if you want it. That sounds perfect. So
absolutely.
We're using fresh squash, which is obviously the best alternative. So.
Absolutely. It's yellow.
That's right.
Right? Is most squash yellow, and then if it's green, it's zucchini? Is that
kind of most people's
simplistic way?
The main things. There are going to be the squashes that are different colors, but what we typically think of being summer squash and zucchini are going to be the green and the yellow. So
okay, and it's that time of the year for that. And the farmers market you mentioned. Well, the farmers market is going on, correct?
That's correct.
Okay.
Yep. Here in Bardstown, our farmers market is Tuesday, Friday, and Saturday from 7:30 in the morning to 12:30 in the afternoon, or until sellout. So
and it's at the farmers market pavilion, right off of 3rd up there.
And Flagey, that's right.
Super.
That's right. So
okay.
Down here.
So we're using some homemade, fresh vegetables, summer squash for our thing here. Tell us what else we need to put into this.
Okay. Well, the first thing that we're going to do and kind of start us off, I've already diced everything up. So we've got, we use 3 medium summer squash, and we just sliced them. You can slice them however you want. If you'd rather have it diced, if you'd rather have them smaller, do whatever you want. But we just sliced them up just like that. So we're going to use all of those because that is kind of the main piece of this dish. But then you're also going to use 2 tomatoes that you've diced up.
And in a few weeks, you'll be able to have them locally,
That's
too, right?
exactly right. And then we've got, there's a couple tomatoes in there, too, but then we've got 1 red bell pepper and 1 yellow bell pepper.
Okay.
And we've diced those up as well.
Now, how about the season for that? Is that the summer, too? Mm-hmm. Okay.
It's my favorite. Bell peppers are my favorite thing. And as a kid, I hated them, and so it's just kind of ironic now.
Can you tell a difference in the color, flavoring from the color?
I can.
Can you?
I can. So red peppers are my favorite, and then green peppers, and then yellow peppers.
Really? Okay.
Some people, and like once they're cooked, I don't think you can tell as much. But if I were to eat it just like that, eat it raw, I can tell a difference. So, yeah. We've got 1 sweet onion that we diced up, and then we've got 3 or 4 cloves of garlic that we diced up pretty fine.
Okay.
So we're just gonna try to get that all out of there.
It all sounds good so far.
Yeah. That's the one thing I liked about this recipe. A lot of times there's recipes that I don't like 1 or 2 things that are in it. I like everything. Well, I mean, onions aren't my favorite, but I like them in things. So, and I think that this is going to be a really pretty recipe because I mean, this obviously is really pretty anyway.
Exactly. Yellow and reds and everything.
Yeah. I mean, really the only color that we're missing is green. And we're using a whole wheat pasta for this.
Right.
But you could use the garden pasta, which is the colored pasta, and then you'd add even more color if you wanted.
Look at that.
So,
that would be clever.
Obviously, the whole wheat is the healthier alternative.
Right.
But if you're really looking for something that's going to wow them color-wise, you'd want...
Now, you said you're the card for this. This is the Plate 'em Up recipes, right, that you can get here at the Extension Office. How many people is this going to serve, approximately?
Let's see. It has 8 servings.
Okay.
Yeah.
Super. Because it looks like a lot.
It does look like a lot.
Yeah, that's great.
And I just went ahead and did the whole thing of pasta, but you only need to really use 1 cup, if you want, because you really would want this to be the main dish.
Now you have some chicken
So
in
we've
there,
got chicken that I cheated a little and used the pre-cooked chicken, so if you're going for convenience, you can do that. But then we are going to just throw our vegetables into the skillet.
Okay. Since it is the Italian chicken summer squash skillet, we have a skillet, summer squash, and chicken.
That's exactly right. Pretty self-explanatory there.
Exactly. Clever name.
Yeah, yeah. Even if it is a mouthful.
Yes.
So we're just going to mix that up. You can add salt and pepper to taste if you want.
That's a lot of food.
It is a lot of food. Because if you think about it, we haven't even put it with pasta yet. So the more pasta you add, the more it's going to go, which is going to make more for your money.
Exactly, and pasta you can usually get rather inexpensively.
Yes, that's exactly right. All of that pasta was $1. So.
Right, and you can get some of the squash at your local farmers market.
That's
in a couple months, you'll be able to get all that stuff that was in there at your local farmers market.
Or if you have it at home, go for it.
Absolutely.
So yeah, you can salt and pepper this to taste. I don't typically cook with salt and pepper. I think we've talked about this. My dad salts everything, so my mom just doesn't really cook with salt, and so I have never been a big salt proponent because the people who are going to use it are going to add it later anyway.
I hear what you're saying.
Yeah. And then what we're going to do is we are just going to use some Italian seasoning. You only need 2 tablespoons, so I'm just going to kind of guess here.
Well, that's where the Italian chicken
That's
summer
right.
squash skillet. Now we have it all in there.
That's right. And then we are going to add an 8-ounce can of tomato sauce.
Okay.
So it has some interesting ingredients, but I thought it just all sounded really good together.
Absolutely.
So, and then we are going to mix that back up again.
Uh-huh.
And then we're going to cover this and let it simmer to get those squash pieces really tender. So about 10 minutes. And then once that's done, we'll mix it with our pasta, and we will be good to go.
Fantastic.
So, yeah, and it's a really healthy dish. A cup of summer squash only has about 20 calories in it. There's no cholesterol, no fat. It's naturally free, in those things. No sodium. It has vitamin A, vitamin C, so it's a good snack. It's good in meals.
So squash has a lot of good things, but not many bad things.
That's right. That's right. I think squash sometimes is one of the vegetables that gets a bad rap. A lot of people don't like it, but you just have to play with it. Because I know a lot of people who don't like raw squash at all, and I'm one of those people. I wouldn't eat that raw, but I love it cooked. So just play with it a little bit, figure out a dish that you like it in, and go from there.
Like the Italian chicken summer squash
That's exactly
skillet.
right. So we're going to cover this.
Okay. And we'll take a break. When we come back, we'll finish up with our Italian chicken summer squash skillet.
All right.
Thank